Welcome back to Quick Business English. I'm your host, Andrea. Today's episode is all about answering one of the classic leadership interview questions. Tell me about a time you led a team. If you've ever been asked this question, you know it's your chance to show how you handle leadership in real situations. But sometimes it's tricky to organize your answers, so it sounds clear and impressive. That's where the STAR response method comes in. It's a simple way to structure your story so it's easy to follow and highlights your leadership skills. So what does STAR stand for? First, S is for situation. You set the scene and explain the context. T is for task. What was your responsibility? A is for action. What exactly did you do? And finally, R is for result. What was the outcome and why does it matter? Let me give you an example. Imagine you led a team to launch a new product under a tight deadline. You might say, "Sure, in my previous role at Amazing Corp, we faced a situation where the company wanted to launch a new software product within just 3 months, which was quite ambitious. As the project lead, my task was to organize and motivate a cross-functional team to meet this deadline. I started by breaking the project down into clear milestones, assigned responsibilities based on each team member's strengths, and held daily check-ins to track progress and resolve any blockers quickly. I also encouraged open communication so the team felt supported throughout the process. Thanks to this approach, we successfully launched the product on time and it exceeded our sales targets by 20% in the first quarter." You see how this answer clearly walks the interviewer through the story. It shows not only what you did, but also your leadership style, breaking down complex tasks, leveraging team strengths, and keeping communication open. So, when you prepare your answers, try to pick examples where you made a real impact and learned something valuable. Practice telling your STAR story out loud. It helps you sound confident and smooth. And remember, if you don't have a perfect example, it's okay to talk about a challenge you faced and what you did to overcome it. Well, that's all for today's episode on using the STAR response method to answer "Tell me about a time you led a team." Next time in the podcast, we'll cover how to talk about your leadership style clearly and convincingly. If today's topic hit home, follow the podcast and check out the show notes for program links and more resources. If you found today's episode helpful, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. Thanks for listening to Quick Business English, and I look forward to talking with you again soon.